What up, mathletes? Welcome to Coach Murphy's Mathletics. It's time to flex that boom, that brain muscle, all right? Today we're going to continue on with factoring polynomials, and we're going to factor polynomials this time by difference of squares, right? So strap in, grab your pencil, and let's get ready to grind. All right, difference of squares. There we go. Boom. Right, we have some steps to factor by difference of squares. Step number 1, right? Make sure you have an actual difference of squares. Make sure you have an actual difference of squares. Okay? There must be a subtraction sign, and you can square root both terms. Right? Simple, piece of cake. Second step. Let me see you 1, 2 step. Boom. Right, second step, you follow the rule. The rule of a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. Right? And then, as always, we can check our work by distributing. Boom. All right. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at some practice problems, shall we? I know you guys are super pumped. I'm pumped for you. All right. So we have a squared minus 4a, right? First thing, make sure you have a difference of squares. Is there a subtraction sign? Yep. Can I do the square root of both of them? If there's a square there, yep. 4 is 4 a perfect square? Yes, it is. Right? So now take the square root of that, which is a, square root of that, which is 2. Right? I do the same thing over here, a minus 2. Boom. Right? Nothing too crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Right? Let's look at another one, just for fun. Let's go with c squared minus 100. Subtraction sign, check. Can we square that? Yep. Is that a perfect square? Yep. C plus 10 times C minus 10. Boom. Bam. All right. Let's take a look at this guy real quick. Squared plus 25. Subtraction sign? Nope. All right, but let's look at this. Let's take a look at this really quick. Can we can't factor it away. So if we can't factor it, it's prime. Remember, when you can't factor something, it's prime. Now you gotta be saying, Coach Murphy, this has to get more difficult. Yeah, it's math, bro. So 9b squared minus 100. First thing, check. Do we have a subtraction sign? Yep. Can we do the square root of that and that? Well, 9 is a perfect square, right? We can always square that. And is this a perfect? Can we get a perfect square out of this? Yep. So, not the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of b squared is b. The square root of 100, as we know, is 10. Boom, boom. Come here, 3b minus 10. Bam. As always, we could always check all these if we wanted to. Boom. A squared, boom, minus 2a, boom, plus 2a, boom, minus 4. Those two cancel. A squared minus 4. Bam, we did it right. Okay? So, is it going to get more difficult? Are there going to be more numbers? Absolutely. Now, let's take a look at this guy right here. 2n squared minus 72. Okay? First we go, does it have a subtraction sign? Yep. Can we square root this side? Well, not right now. Is this a perfect square? Nope. So what do? If you remember from a previous lesson, we always talked about checking to see if we can take a greatest common factor out. Remember our GCF? Is there a greatest common factor in these? Well, I can take a 2 out of both of these, right? I can divide by 2 in both of these. So my 2 goes on the outside. I'm left with n squared minus 36. Now, do I have my negative sign, my subtraction sign? Yep. Can I do the square root of that? Yep. Can I do the square root of that? Yep. So I come down here, I take my 2, that just follows on down. Square root of n squared is n, plus the square root of 36 is 6. Come back over here, do the subtraction part, and bam. There we go. That's how we do it with the greatest common factor. Right, but man, let's dive in a little bit deeper, right? Let's really flex those brain muscles. Okay, if you're sweating, right? If you're dehydrated, grab yourself a drink of water. Gotta stay hydrated, right? When we're working out, gotta stay hydrated. Okay, let's look at this guy. 36p cubed minus 9p. What? What are we doing? Right? We can't. What is that? But greatest common factor. I can take a p out of both of those. Can I take something else out of both of these? 9, 27, 36. I can take a 9 out. So I technically can take a 9p out of both of these, leaving me with 4p squared minus 1. Right? Now, can I square root that? Yeah. Can I square root that? Yes, because 1 times 1 is 1. So I drop down my 9p. Right, I do the square root of 4, which is 2. The square root of p squared is p, plus 1, 2p minus 1. And there is our answer. It's not that bad. Always check. Every time we must always check. We must always check for the greatest common factor. Right? Whenever we're factoring anything, always check for the greatest common factor. Okay, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or contact me. Right? Hope this helps out. That was a heck of a brain workout right there. You need to rest up, rehydrate, refocus, and get ready for tomorrow. All right, folks, as always, man, keep it real. I'm out.